Welcome everybody to Extreme Off-Road Silly Bills, and today we're dealing with a 1977 Ford No. 5 Escort RS1800 Mark II. Now it says 1010 horsepower, 847 pounds-feet of torque from a 7 litre twin turbocharged V8 engine. The car itself now weighs 2,338 pounds. It has a standard off-road tyres but now has increased rally suspension and all-wheel drive, and it can do 0 to 60 in 2.577 seconds, 0 to 100 in 5.728 seconds, and going to a top speed of 170 miles an hour. So this isn't the only recent Ford rally car that we've taken on this series. Obviously we had the GT70 in the previous couple of episodes, so I'm hoping this can come close or beat that car, because that was really rather quick, surprisingly so. So let's see what this Escort can do. Now the only downside to this is the fact that it's not been able to be given more modern rally tyres. For whatever reason we're having to stick with the original ones, which granted obviously they were meant for doing this kind of thing, but they were only meant for doing it with about a quarter of the power that we're dealing with right now. So yeah, it's a big deal, and obviously it's a much larger engine, much more weight up front and more weight in general as well because of the all-wheel drive system, the bigger engine and the two turbochargers that have been added on. But I have pretty much every confidence in this car being relatively quick. Like I said, it'd be good if it could get up towards the GT70's time, because that was incredibly quick and like I said, surprisingly so. Really wasn't expected it to be as quick as it was, considering it had a couple of things going against it, and obviously this also has a few things going against it as well, but this at least was successful in rallying, unlike the GT70. So it does have that going for it. Whether or not that's really going to have much impact here, we'll have to see. One thing this will have over the GT70 is the fact it's got really rather short gears, which is why it's only got 170 mile an hour top speed. But that is plenty for this course. Obviously if it was as limited as it is in stock form, where it can't even manage 130, then I would have obviously increased the gears, but 170 is plenty for this. Especially when we're dealing with this amount of extra power. The car is dealing with this course reasonably well, including the all-wheel drive system, which isn't providing too much understeer, thankfully. We actually got up to above 170 there, but nonetheless that was across the finish line, and 2 minutes 7 seconds .020 is our final time. So yeah, nowhere near as quick as the GT70, unfortunately. In fact, it's also slower than the Radical from the previous episode, which is a bit of a surprise. But as we have seen with other vehicles on the series, just because they are meant for going off-road or rallying does not mean that they're going to be quick. But nonetheless, it has managed to beat the Renault 5 Turbo, which is from the same kind of period as this, as well as the Volkswagen Touareg R50, the Porsche Cayenne Turbo, Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio, the Volvo 242 Turbo Evolution, again another rally car from around the same kind of period, the Vauxhall Insignia VXR, Ford Racing Puma, Toyota 2000 GT, and the Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Liberty Design, as well as the Abarth Fiat 131, again another rally car from the same period as this, but it is slightly slower than a Lancia Fulvia Coupe, which is a slightly older rally car than this, as well as the Jaguar CX-75. The standard Ford Escort RS1800 is slightly slower than. Again, that's a bigger surprise. As well as the Subaru Impreza 22B STI, Lancia Stratos, again a same period rally car, Nissan GTR, and a Mercedes-Benz E350D. So yeah, a little bit surprised it's as slow as it is, but it is around the same kind of time as other period cars. But I am surprised that it's slower than a standard Escort RS1600, really, because that's a normal road car that is just quick, whereas obviously this was a rally car that was quick as well. So yeah, a little bit surprised, but hey, maybe it's just a massive amount of extra power from that much larger V8 engine that scuppered it in a couple of areas. Obviously we did hit a few walls here and there, and maybe the understeer did come about in some of the cornerings, but in some of the corners even. So yeah, it's really hard to ascertain what exactly is wrong unless it's a spin out or a crash. then yeah, you can't really determine exactly what would make this car quicker. But nonetheless, it's still a really good car in its own right, and yeah, easily one of my favourites that have been put on the festival playlist as of late. So yeah, get out there and get it if you haven't already. And I'll yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.